Hi, I'm Angelo Gonzalez from AMA Online Education. For today, we will tackle about this film about Our Planet, Our Business. Our Planet, Our Business. By Conservation and Environmental Organization, WWF is challenging business leaders to fully recognize the critical link between nature and business, prosperity, and the critical role the private sector must play in tackling this threat. This film created because the global wildlife population have declined on average by 60% in less than 50 years. There could be more plastic in the sea than fish. By 2050, and we are losing an area of forest the size of London every week. Natural resources are worth $125 trillion a year to the global economy. But these virtual habitats and nature system, our ocean, forests, river, and grasslands are being destroyed. Unprecedented rate. Colleen Batfield, Executive Director of WWF UK and Conservation Advisor for Our Planet, said, "We won't achieve real change unless the business community is behind us. The private sector has a key role to play, representing 60% of the world's GDP. The good news is that there is growing support from the business community. The bad news is that there isn't enough businesses individually and collectively have a risking role to play." The potential of crisis is real, but the situation is not hopeless. At its heart, the crisis we face is one of imagination. The business leaders, because of our technological and managerial acumen and our capacity for innovations, and increasingly being called upon to take the lead in finding solutions. There are many such leaders emerging around the world, and their path is not always straightforward. Like all compelling business challenges, the complexities of corporate environmentalism are daunting. There isn't a clear consensus about what action to take, and every action involves risk, with many requiring new practices that are difficult or discomforting at first. They work with clients who hold every conceivable point of view about this crisis, and they find that even business leaders who are not directly moved to act, including to those who doubt that human activity is causing an ecological and climate-related crisis, can no longer avoid the disruptive effect on their bottom line. Every day, they encounter regulators, customers, and employees who feel strongly that changes are needed. And to attract top talent and win over customers these days, more businesses are addressing their environmental impact, including the sustainability of their products and services. How? Then will your company navigate the transition of the next few years? Especially if you have the same wide range of constituents that they do. And if an effective response would involve dramatic changes to your business models, technologies, and operational footprints. The best strategies may involve compromise, but probably not as a negotiation between extremes. Rather, it will require an approach through the radical middle, bringing intensive creativity to bear on solutions that make a difference and allow every type of company to participate. One noteworthy factor is the emergence of startups and entrepreneurs dedicated to sustainability, recovery, and restoration. For example, Brent Smith co-founded Greenwave, an organization that trains farmers in its open source method for cultivating sea vegetable and shellfish while restoring the ocean's habitat. As such startups emerge and grow to scale, financial firms will fund and insure them. And new innovative technological platforms will deliver the capabilities they need. There will be many creative approaches to mitigation, recovery, and restoration. The film Our Planet, Our Business proposes a focus 5 major challenges to reach net zero carbon emission as rapidly as possible, to minimize the land used by people for living and agriculture so we can protect the habitats and remain and restore forests and grasslands. Next, to return the ocean to good health, for example, through designated marine protected areas. Next, to eliminate waste and thus create a circular economy in which resources are reclaimed. And lastly, to reimagine success in more sustainable forms than exist today. All of these paths will require expansion and refinement of human, organizational, and technological capability, a whole new range of skills that will put people to work and make the most of human ingenuity. New digital advances such as artificial intelligence will be particularly important in enabling a sustainable future. In our own work across the PwC Global Network, there are a variety of efforts such as the Low Carbon Economy Index to better understand these issues and develop solutions. The vision of sustainability championed by this film should encourage technological experts, investors, enterprise leaders, and policymakers to work in highly productive ways. As our planet, our business point out, what we do in the next 10 years will profoundly impact the next few thousands. Thank you for watching. That is my review and reaction to the movie Our Planet, Our Business.